partnerships, because that's what families do.
Dear Diego and Maria.
To my son, Jackson.
To my daughters.
I will never forget the day you were born.
I love watching you grow and experience what life has to offer you.
When you are behind the wheel,
Avoid any type of distractions.
Put the phone down. It can wait.
Be safe on the road and enjoy every minute of it.
love, Mommy.
Health is having the freedom to do what you want to do with your life every single day. So at Aetna, we promise to keep finding new ways to join you so nothing gets in your way. Because no matter where it is you're going, or whatever stage of life you're in, we believe that when it comes to health, you don't join us, we join you.
Hurricane Harvey has delivered us quite a blow. It's going to take some time for us to recover. It's been heartwarming seeing how our communities come together in a time of need. ABC Home and Commercial Services has been serving Houston for over 30 years. So if you need help, we're here for you, making homes and businesses safe from pests, rodents, and even clearing debris. Our team is ready to give you a quick estimate to help you get back on your feet. ABC and you, together, we're Texas strong.
Right now at 4:30, we are starting with headlines. Governor Greg Abbott telling reporters mosquito control measures are now underway across Houston to prevent the insects from becoming a bigger problem in and around flooded areas.
Mayor Sylvester Turner has lifted part of the curfew for the city of Houston. It does, however, remain in place for areas still under mandatory evacuation orders.
And in Meyerland, after 3 major floods in the past 3 years, residents are wondering what's next. Harris County Judge Ed Emmett saying the county will consider buying out more homes that have flooded repeatedly. And now hundreds of communities across southeast Texas still do not have safe drinking water. The city of Houston, though, is not on that list.
But it almost was. Bianca Goladriga shows us how Houston's leaders kept the water supply safe.
For the first time, Houston officials are revealing just how close they came to a potential drinking water crisis. Harvey flooded the Northeast Water Purification Plant last week. The machines that kept its water filters clean were themselves underwater.
The filters are the lifeblood of the plant. If you lose filtration, there's nothing you can do.
Drew Molly is the facility's assistant director.
At the peak of nervousness, were you more in engineer mode or in prayer mode?
I was in prayer mode. I was in survivor mode.
They're ramping back up.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said the plant shutting down would have been a huge blow to a city already in crisis.
People to borrow your water and then tell them at the same time, but the water is safe.
Right.
That doesn't work. For the city of Houston and for our region, this plant simply could not fail.
To buy more time for the filters, Molly and his team slashed how much clean water the plant was pumping out.
How high did it get?
All the way up.
Contractor Peck Boswell then brought aqua barriers and pumps to get all of the floodwater out. Without them,
we would have had to shut the plant down.
And that's the phone call that the mayor said he wanted to avoid at all costs.
That is right.
The plant is functioning normally again, helping to provide clean water to some 2.2 million customers.
I actually had somebody come out and drill the hole.
But not everyone in the Houston area gets drinking water from the city. Some, like Leo Ramirez and Adriana Betancourt, rely on private wells.
This was our kitchen.
Their house was under 3 feet of floodwater, a stew of countless toxins and pollutants. They allowed CBS This Morning and the county health department to test their well water. Both results suggest the presence of fecal matter.
There's some form of E. coli, as well as other bacteria.
Okay. Oh my
gosh. What does this tell you about going forward and rebuilding?
Well, this is our house. We're going to rebuild, try to keep moving forward.
Harris County health officials starting today are setting up facilities throughout the area where folks who rely on private well water can submit samples for testing. Officials will be giving them their results, and they will be able to work with them and how they can help decontaminate their water with chlorine. The mayor of Houston, though, stressing that those that rely on private water should really try to reconsider moving on to city water. Bianna Goladriga for CBS News, Houston.
All right, thanks so much. Of course, disasters like Harvey can create legal problems for flood victims long after the water goes down.
Joining us now is KHOU legal analyst Gerald Treese with some of the problems that families are running into. A lot of homeowners battling their insurance companies right now. So what do you need to know when you're filing a claim, and what can you do if you're denied?
Okay, listen up, guys. If you have insurance, rejoice, because you're in the right state. The Texas Department of Insurance, TDI, on your computer, they have a consumer helpline. They had it before the flood. This is not a state you want to mess with insurance. Insurance companies, if the policy is read in favor of the insured, which is the homeowner, and if it's denied, I want you to contact the Texas Department of Insurance. It's an agency, it's available. We all pay our tax dollars here in Texas for a lot of things, and that's one of them. We've got a good insurance commissioner, a good insurance agency. That's who grades the homework of the insurance company that says denied. My experience as a professor and a lawyer, insurance companies say denied routinely, but you got to hit the ball back over the net. You got to just say that's nonsense. The language in a contract is read against the insurance company, not in its favor.
So you're saying go right to that organization. Yep. Don't try and fight the insurance company by yourself.
Yeah, well, no. You fight them yourself. Either get a lawyer, or if you don't want to get a lawyer to fight them, contact TDI, the Texas Department of Insurance. They have on about the fourth line down on their webpage a consumer helpline. And guess what? You're the consumer, and you need the help.
Well, many renters, of course, are probably flooded out of their apartments. Can landlords still ask them for rent? Is the landlord required to find them? Is the landlord required to find them a new place to live or stay?
Hey, that's the second part of the answer. It's good news and bad news. The bad news for the renter is that the obligation to pay rent continues unless you have a really spectacular lease. The good news for the renter, in Texas, our law says a landlord has a duty to provide a livable or habitable premises. And so what I would do if I was a renter and say, I got a deal for you, here's the rent, now where you want me to live? You provide me a livable structure. Nice. And the fact of the matter is, if you play that card against their card, more likely than not, you're going to get a negotiated settlement. The landlord needs your rent to pay his mortgage on, and you need a place to live. So there's a lot of areas where people can find some common ground here.
That's a very important card right there.
Thank you.
Win-win.
Well, Texas law is unique because on commercial property, not so much. On residential property, the landlord has a duty to give you what you paid for, which is a livable premises. Before the flood, there usually be these mold cases where nobody could live in them.
All right, Professor. Thank you.
And we're going to be talking more about other things soon.
Oh, yeah, because the questions are this long. Professor Treese, thank you so much.
Now, more than a week after Hurricane Harvey makes landfall, all eyes are now on Irma. It grows to a dangerous Category 5 earlier today with sustained winds nearing 185 miles per hour. Irma taking a path towards the Caribbean and could head towards South Florida by the end of the week. So let's now check in with meteorologist Brooks Garner. Brooks, this storm, dangerous punch, but is it heading? It's heading away from us, right?
Right. And you know what? We know that cold fronts this time of year for us are good news. They make for beautiful weather. But right now, we are loving this cold front because it is going to protect us not just from Irma, which is going to be one for the history books, but now for brand new tropical depression number 13. Oh, yes, and by the way, there's also Jose out here. Let's get right to the track. First of all, look at this thing. Irma is just, it is a circular saw. I mean, have you ever seen anything like that? If not, well, you're probably around age 11, because that's been about how long since we've seen something like this in the Atlantic Ocean, a perfectly concentric major Category 5 hurricane, winds now 185. This thing is going to decimate parts of the Caribbean tonight. Any structures that are not made of cinder block around Barbuda and Antigua, and then working toward the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the BVIs might brush the northern shores of Puerto Rico, and then from there this weekend heading toward Cuba, and then it's expected to make a turn with that cold front I just showed you and move into Florida. This could be a very trying time for the Tampa Bay region or for any part of Florida. Some of the spaghetti models take it on the East Coast, affecting maybe South Carolina, so not one model, though, takes it into Houston. That's the good news. Otherwise, I also want to show you this. This is the latest on 13, set to become Katia, forecast to move away from us, pushed south by the cold front. And by the way, that cold front will be very nice. We're looking at lows in the upper 50s to around 60, highs in the low to mid 80s. It'll be a real first taste of fall. Guys, coming up, we'll track those tropics. It's a very busy time of the year.
It is indeed. All right. Thank you, Brooks.
Now, more than a week after Harvey's landfall, many school districts are back open.
That's created are not back open, the ones that are not back open. There are many of those, and that is creating an unexpected need for childcare. Pop-up childcare centers that are open and available to families. That's ahead.
Plus, hundreds of homes still flooded in Port Arthur. Now the city's mayor is facing tough questions about whether it could have been all prevented.
New this fall.
Want to come in for a visit?
No matter how old you are, nothing gets past Mom.
Hi, Joshy.
How do you always know?
We used to be one body.
I'll get you. 9JKL premieres Monday, October 2nd.
How do you want to live? As a decent person? Good husband? Is that it? Good? Of course not. King of the hill? Better. Top of your game? Win. All powerful. Like a boss. Like a pro. We couldn't agree more. We are professional grade. Step up to GMC with 20% below MSRP on specially equipped 2017 Sierra SLT models. That's over $11,000 on this Sierra.
I'm Brad Mallory, owner of Clean Team Plumbing. We have all been affected by Hurricane Harvey. We're waiving all material costs to our customers for whole house repiping, tankless water heaters, and tank style water heaters. We also have our drywall crews on standby, ready to remove wet drywall caused by the storm. We are Houston's local repiping and plumbing company that you can count on in your time of need.
Bring out to Gallery Furniture today and see one of the world's largest selections of beautiful leather upholstered furniture. Buy your leather furniture today, guaranteed gallery delivered tonight, or have it your way in special order beautiful leather sofas, sectionals, leather recliners. And buy $4,000 better with furniture right now at Gallery Furniture. Get 36% of your purchase price back in free accessories. Biggest leather selection, immediate delivery. Gallery Furniture delivers your beautiful leather furniture in 3 or 4 hours today.
Tyson, move! I want to see Papa! Hi, Emma, come on in. Papa! 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 Papa, you're on dialysis? Let's take a selfie. Oh, there's your mom!
That's right. Dialysis at home. So give us a call. We are here for you.
People are still dealing with flooding and cleanup after Harvey, so if you have questions, we are here to help.
Alicia Laventure is at our Harvey Help Desk, and it is open for your questions. Hey, Alicia.
It sure is, Sherman and Jason. We have a team of volunteers standing by here right behind me. They've been answering the phones all afternoon since about 4 o'clock, taking all of your questions at home, questions about filing claims, questions about what to do about a flooded car. Any question that you have, we have this team of volunteers standing by trying to get you the information that you need. And the process is really simple. All you have to do is call the number 833, the number 2, HELP TX. And so they're standing by taking your calls right now at this very moment. If you can't reach out to them over the phone, we're helping you out on the internet too. All you need to do is get on the KHOU Facebook page. We are live right now answering any questions that you type in to get information that we know that you need right now, because at this point, folks are starting to go back home. They're assessing all the damage. They have questions who to call, what particular number to call, what organization to reach out to. We know it can be really confusing, and there are lots of different places to contact, but we want to help streamline that information to you and to get you in touch with the right people that you need to get the help that you need. So again, the KHOU Harvey Help Center is open right now. Call in when you can. We'll be standing by till 6:30 this evening. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you very much, Alicia. Tensions running high in Port Arthur, where hundreds of homes remain flooded.
And ahead, it's how that city's mayor is responding to criticism and if more could have been done to prevent what's happened there.
Plus, the do's and don'ts of donating after Harvey, while some well-intentioned donations could just end up in the trash.
At Katie Furniture, you pay only a fraction of retail store prices.
This beautiful Darcy sectional now only $299.99. Huge savings on this Caitlin queen bed for only $199.99. And gather the whole family around this beautiful Riviera marble top table with 6 chairs, now only $1099.99. We also have financing available. No credit, no problem.
Shop Katie Furniture and you'll never pay retail again.
Visit our website for all of our Labor Day specials.
Thank you to the heroes, the firefighters, police officers, and first responders, the volunteers, neighbors, and Good Samaritans, the Coast Guard, National Guard, and Cajun Navy, the Red Cross, Salvation Army, and local Texas food banks. You all stepped up when Texas was down, because that's what we do when a neighbor needs us. We show up. So let's keep helping. Donate at check stands or at heb.com/donate. All funds will go directly to support Texas communities affected by Hurricane Harvey.
Listen, reflux and heartburn drug users. If you suffered kidney disease or kidney failure after taking Prilosec, Nexium, or Zegrid, call 800-444-5000. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. These heartburn drugs have been linked to chronic kidney disease and kidney failure. If you or a loved one took Prilosec, Nexium, or Zegrid and suffered kidney problems, call board-certified lawyer and former judge Terry Bryant, 800-444-5000.
New this fall.
Want to come in for a visit?
No matter how old you are, nothing gets past Mom.
Hi, Joshy.
How do you always know?
We used to be one body.
I'll get you. 9JKL premieres Monday, October 2nd.
After the flood, in many school districts still not open, there is an unexpected need for childcare.
Yeah, childcare tough in even the best of times. Yeah. And now a Houston group is opening its doors to children. Josh Chapin here with details on that. Josh.
Sure, and Jason, we know there is that unexpected need for childcare. Many of you starting to already went back to work today. So the YMCA here in Houston is trying to do its part. Now, kids currently enrolled in the YMCA's after-school program can participate in these camps actually free of charge. Now, kids not enrolled in the after-school program can participate for $80 from Tuesday through Friday, period. The camps will be located at the places on your screen. They are all over the region. Some highlights there, including the Tellefson YMCA downtown and the Trotter YMCA in Tanglewood. You see the map there. The YMCA of Greater Houston has opened 10 traditional camps throughout the area this week. This is for parents who need childcare and for kids to have some fun, you know, try and regain some sense of normalcy at the camps. This is actually not the graphic we want to be showing you. Kids will get the chance to participate in sports, swimming, arts and crafts, science projects, and more. The Houston Food Bank will actually provide breakfast, lunch, and snacks. At this point, the capacity is limited to 750 children. You can go right to ymcahouston.org or just head to our website, khou.com, for more. Guys, back over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Josh. The YMCA always doing good work.
Yes.
Tensions running high for hundreds of homeowners in Port Arthur who are still flooded after Harvey.
And as Leah Durain shows us, the city's mayor is now facing a lot of complaints.
Where the pump is working properly. So basically, with the pumps all working, it was just overwhelmed. What you're saying?
Bowl, man. It's a bowl. When they put all that water inside of there, we got to pump it out.
A Port Arthur homeowner putting his mayor on the spot, demanding to know if everything was done to prevent widespread devastation during Harvey's unrelenting rain.
Until we get something in writing about what actually happened Tuesday night, there's going to be a lot of speculation going on.
The mayor, though, is focusing on the future.
Getting assistance for our citizens, whatever it is that they need to rebound and rebuild their homes, we're making sure we get their assistance. So that's FEMA, that's state, that's local, that's federal, whatever assistance we can get for our citizens, we want to make sure we do it.
Neighbors say it's time to clean. Hundreds of homes across Port Arthur took on water when Harvey hit, and you can see here, days later, the water is still inundating this street, and people are trying to clean up, pulling things out of their homes, trying to salvage everything that they can. Vista Village residents working together to pull out soggy furniture and waterlogged electronics, and dozens more waiting for this water to recede so they can work at their own homes.
I'm still blessed. I know we do have some problems in Port Arthur, but we are going to get them straight. We have to learn how to be patient and just press it out.
Learn how to be patient. Man, are those words for the wise for all of us.
They are.
That was Leah Durain reporting. Thanks.
And yes, and here in Houston, things are a lot drier this week, but Irma is now threatening the East Coast.
Let's check in again with meteorologist Brooks Garner. Hey, Brooks.
Hey, guys. Irma, major Category 5 hurricane. It looks like it's heading for Florida this weekend. We've also got a brand new TD. It's Tropical Depression number 13, future Katia, located in the Gulf, and also Jose. Now, I want to show you this graphic first because do you see this cold front? This is a first taste of fall, and it will also protect us from all three systems. So, as we look at these tropical tracks, which will have vast impacts across Florida potentially, and I know a lot of us have family and friends there, we are not under threat here in Houston. So for hard-hit areas from Harvey earlier this week, we are staying on the dry side of all of this, our weather remaining quiet. So here is a look at Irma. This is a powerful hurricane. This is about as big as they get. The satellite pictures are incredible. Check out my Facebook page, David Paul's Facebook page. We put some loops on there just to show you these textbook storms. This is the eye. This thing is heading toward Barbuda tonight. Now, a lot of the structures on Barbuda are cinder block reinforced, so they will probably survive this thing, but there's going to be storm surge and wind gusts to about 180 miles per hour as it makes landfall here in the northern Windward Islands before finally working westbound. Currently packing winds of 185, set to work north of Puerto Rico during the day tomorrow and then toward the Florida Straits. After that, moving northward into southwest Florida, it looks like this point, according to the center of the cone, by Sunday afternoon with winds of about 140 miles an hour and packing a lot of storm surge before it's likely to then work almost due north. So Tampa Bay in jeopardy from this one big time. Cape Coral, Marco Island, maybe even the panhandle of Florida. So folks here in Florida watching this very carefully. Obviously the East Coast has a lot of spaghetti model solutions as well, but not one takes it anywhere near Texas. Okay, big picture, even the remnant stays away from us. Okay, here is 13 set to become Katia. 13 being pushed south by the cold front, bringing us the much more pleasant air on the way for the day tomorrow. So nothing to worry about with that, even though it is so geographically close to us. Jose behind Irma, set to become a pretty significant hurricane, but curve out to sea. So thankfully no threat here to Houston. Our taste of autumn, this cold front blocking any systems that try and make it our way. So we're looking at more of this serene weather, great weather to recover from all of the challenges that we've been facing over the last week. This taste of autumn rolls in tonight. We're going to see isolated showers and storms through the evening, and then gorgeous weather for the rest of the week. Here's a look at the front sprawled across North Texas. There's a look at the rain from the depression. We've got a couple of pop-up showers and storms along the coastline, but we're going to have to wait till later tonight before we maybe see a downpour from the rest of that action. You can see that stuff down by Angleton and Palacios. 92 degrees right now across the region, and we're going to see a 7-day forecast featuring temperatures which will be in the upper 80s to low 90s. Thank you very much. All right, and check it out. Look at those lows. Around 60 for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It'll be a changed air mass, much lower humidity, much more pleasant to be outside. I dare say beautiful.
Oh, no, we dare, we love. Thanks to hear that.
And many people feel compelled now to give after Harvey, but are your donations being put to the best use? Do's and don'ts when it comes to giving.
And a reminder, our Harvey Help Desk is open, and we are taking your questions. Just call 833-243-5789 or 833-2-HELP-TX.
Hurricane Harvey has brought great challenges to our area, but we prove every day that we can overcome anything if we work together as a family. I'm Daryl Wisniewski, and I own the Bayway family of dealerships. At each one of our locations, our team is ready to advise you on possible water damage to your vehicle. We fully understand how to help you through insurance claims on your vehicle, and our service bays are open to get you back on the road again.
We're here to help at the Bayway family of dealerships because that's what families do.
This fall,
your life's a mess.
Define mess.
You got a divorce. Sarah got the house. You're living in my garage, so I no longer have a man cave.
No, you do. There's just another man living in it. Experience the story of one man's life at 3 ages.
I'm gonna come up with an idea that'll change the world.
I may be entering life's fourth quarter.
Did you come out of the womb speaking in basketball metaphors?
Whenever I hear this song, it makes me think of a girl.
Mommy?
No. Mommy's song, The Psycho Killer. Me, Myself, and I. Premiere CBS September 25th.
Toyota's national clearance event is going on now. Get super low APR financing and great lease offers on the remaining 2017s. Save big on favorites like the reliable Camry, economical Corolla, adventurous RAV4, and more. Now, during Toyota's national clearance event, get $2,000 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a stylish new 2017 Corolla. But the deals end September 5th. Come in today and get yours before they're gone. Toyota, let's go places.
Hurricane Harvey has delivered us quite a blow. It's going to take some time for us to recover. It's been heartwarming seeing how our community has come together in a time of need. ABC Home and Commercial Services has been serving Houston for over 30 years. So if you need help, we're here for you, making homes and businesses safe from pests, rodents, and even clearing debris. Our team is ready to give you a quick estimate to help you get back on your feet. ABC and you, together, we're Texas strong.
Tragedy often brings out the generosity in everyday people.
And while many are compelled to donate, experts say there is a right way to do it. The best thing is this: think before you donate. Experts say donating money may not feel personal, but it could be the most compassionate thing you can do. In San Antonio, organizers are taking specific donations and then allocating them where the most need is.
Doesn't just sit somewhere in a loading dock and go to waste while people are hungry or people in need of these items.
FEMA cautions that used clothing is rarely a useful item. It's time-consuming to go through boxes of mixed clothing and sort and then clean and distribute, and it could all end up in a landfill. So they say, sell those clothes at a garage sale and send them the money.
I'm Brad Mallory, owner of Clean Team Plumbing. We have all been affected by Hurricane Harvey. We're waiving all material costs to our customers for whole house repiping, tankless water heaters, and tank-style water heaters. We also have our drywall crews on standby, ready to remove wet drywall caused by the storm. We are Houston's local repiping and plumbing company that you can count on in your time of need.
Thank you to the heroes. The firefighters, police officers, and first responders. The volunteers, neighbors, and Good Samaritans. The Coast Guard, National Guard, and Cajun Navy. The Red Cross, Salvation Army, and local Texas food banks. You all stepped up when Texas was down. Because that's what we do when a neighbor needs us. We show up. So let's keep helping. Donate at check stands or at heb.com/donate. All funds will go directly to support Texas communities affected by Hurricane Harvey.
We are brothers and sisters, family and friends, neighbors. And when disaster strikes, we come together and rise up. That time is now. Hurricane Harvey has devastated the Texas coast, displacing thousands of families. Join us and show Texas you care. Visit KHOU.com/Texas Cares. All donations go directly to the American Red Cross Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund. Every dollar makes a difference. KHOU stands for Houston.
TXU Energy's newest plan, free nights and solar days, really has people talking.
This new TXU Energy plan makes us feel good. We get 100% free electricity all night long, so free AC all night. And then we feel good because our daytime electricity is 100% solar. It's like two great things in
Here,
one.
try this. It'll make you feel good.
No, thanks. I already feel good because of the whole electricity thing.
Free nights and solar days, only from TXU Energy.
If the Astros win it all, you get it all. Come to Gallery Furniture right now. Buy $3,000 better worth of Gallery Furniture mattress, box foundation, or adjustable bed base, including world-famous Tempur-Pedic. If the Astros win the final baseball championship series of the year versus the team from the other league, your mattress purchase is free. Buy $3,000 better worth mattresses, including Tempur-Pedic. And if the Astros win it all, you get it all. Free mattress. Come to Gallery Furniture. Go to galleryfurniture.com for details.
We can start all over again, you know, but hey.
Major flooding continues, so it's essential that people remain vigilant.
If they start to treat, and I think we all start to keep cleaning up our yards and helping each other, it'll help too.
Things happen. It could always been worse.
So much to get to this evening as we continue the road to recovery.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of the top headlines today. Mayor Sylvester Turner lifting the midnight to 5 a.m. curfew, except in the mandatory
Tropical Depression 13 has formed in the Gulf this afternoon. I've got the update on that and Jose. Let's just start with Irma because this is a rare event. Category 5 hurricanes don't happen every day, but we've got Irma with winds at 185 miles an hour. It is forecast to move through the Bahamas and then split the channel between Cuba and Miami and then perhaps head up the Gulf side of Florida. So everybody from Tampa to Miami up to Cocoa Beach are on high alert in Florida for perhaps a Cat 4 hurricane making landfall there as we go into the weekend and early next week. The longer range spaghetti plots all Southern Gulf. Remember, we've been talking about something may try to form down here, and it has. This one has to become Katia before turning and heading south back into Mexico. So at the moment, that one is no direct threat to the Houston area. And then way out in the Atlantic on the heels of Irma, we've got Tropical Storm Jose. Jose's forecast is basically to follow in Irma's footsteps, becoming Cat 2 by Sunday. But at the moment, that one is not forecast to threaten the continental United States. And all of this blocking of these storms away from the Houston area is thanks to an approaching cold and a taste of autumn. I'll see you again in a few minutes.
My goodness, a lot going on. Thanks. We'll see you a little bit later. How about this? Remodel, rebuild, or move out? That is the decision many flood victims are now facing.
And you don't have to look far to find places where all three have happened. Jason Miles is live from the Braeswood Place neighborhood near Meyerland. Jason?
And it's all the same story, guys. Piles and piles of debris. In this case, a little boy's stuffed car, it looks like, out here on the curb. This is not the first time many of these residents have put soggy items outside, and not the first time they've contemplated what to do next. The items stacked near the curb at this home on Greenock Street are only matched by memories made here. It's where Rachel Bergen grew up, a place she's now raising her own children.
What can't be replaced is my family.
Harvey's rising waters inundated the home's interior just like Allison did 16 years ago, only much, much worse. Have you cried and all that yet?
No, I haven't, because if I cry, it's gonna be a while. So I'm trying to keep it together.
Homes around the Bergens have been replaced over the years with stricter flood control standards in mind. For instance, the first floor of this new home right across the street is 12 inches above what's called the base flood elevation. There are rules for new homes, not necessarily remodels.
We do not have the financial means to rebuild, so we're going to remodel the best we can and hope that when they say it's an 800-year flood, that it's an 800-year and we won't be around for that again.
The piles of debris higher than those left by the last flood may be enough to make many families leave Houston or seek a home on higher ground. The Bergens say neither is a consideration for them, at least for now.
The important part is just making it safe for us to come back, and because this is our home, it's not just a house.
And back here live, you can take a look at this home, an original to this neighborhood, built probably in the 40s or 50s. You can see how low to the ground it is. Right next door, a home that has since been rebuilt, perhaps after the flood, an earlier flood, I should say. It's about 12 feet off the flood plain or the ground here. A lot of people in this neighborhood now considering what to do next. As I mentioned, and coming up at 6, I'll have more from this area, guys.
All right, what a predicament. Thanks so much. Jason Miles reporting for us. The Texas Army National Guard takes action after getting calls from ranchers in need. Marcelino Benito went along as Guard soldiers dropped thousands of pounds of food for distressed animals.
The Texas Army National Guard got a call from worried ranchers in the Beaumont area yesterday. They were worried about their cattle. So today the Guard mobilized and invited us along on board this Chinook for a unique mission. We took a 30-minute flight to Beaumont where we landed to pick up several thousand pounds of hay to feed the animals. We were wheels up within minutes and on our way to drop the hay at the affected ranches. 2 Chinooks flew in formation and dropped the badly needed food. Guardsmen dropped the bales one by one to the stranded cows. This is just one of many